Alright, so we're going to work on this some more. I got this piece of square tube. I'm bending it to the similar to the shape of the seat here. And I don't have a bender, so I'm just doing it by hand here. Alright, so after a bunch of bending and pounding and some clamping, I have it bolted on there, or clamped on there. And I think that'll work. I know it's kind of hard to see it in here. So I'm going to make a wooden back piece and a wooden seat and cover it with padding and fabric. I got all the tape and coating off the harness. You can see here. That was fun, so I didn't record that. I'm going to separate some of the harness and move it to the back, that way I don't have as many wires going up to the front and need to put too much up there. So we're going to go ahead and move the starter solenoid here. This one I'm going to cut alright, so we got that marked. That goes to battery plus. And the rest of these alright, so we got that. This will go to the battery. This I'll have to extend and run back up front. Let me see if I have a mount. That's not where it's going to stay. That's just going to give me an idea where I'm going to run what. This will go to the battery. And we got a ground to the battery. Alright, I extended the front end here. I'm going to weld this plate down to it. Alright, so I got a box here for the wiring. I'll go ahead and show you. It just has all the wiring inside of it. Then I extended these wires here. They're going to go up to the gauge panel. So there'll be a gauge cluster up here with the switches and the key switch. I took the handle grip off of here and just wired in a couple switches. The starter solenoid, or the start, or the, yep, I didn't hook that up. So we're gonna solder these last two wires together. Should probably put the heat shrink on them first. And a little bit of flux. And the next one.
It already has a little bit of flux on it from the last one. Go ahead and put the heat shrink on it. Then we'll do the other side. So we got all those wires taped up and shoved in a box. It's blue tape from there to there because I ran out of black tape. So all the gauges and ignition, start button, kill switch are all long enough to reach up here to the gauge part I want to make. So we're going to go ahead and do that next and make a tray for the battery, like right here. Alright, so I have a battery here. This one's junk, but I'm probably going to use one that's about this size. So go ahead and just guesstimate on the size we need here. Alright, so I got everything hooked up here, I think. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the jumper box since I don't have a battery. Kill switch on. And go ahead ahead and start this. Turn the key on. Alright. So we got all the wiring done. It's all tucked up under there. Goes into this box. Then I extended the wires from there that are going to go up to the gauge cluster up here. Got a gas tank on it. I'm going to have to pull the carburetor off again to clean it. And then we just got to hook up the brake cable, throttle cable, and it should be close enough to test it. Oh, need to put a seat on there too. But we're getting close. It's wired up and it runs. So, if you like that video, give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for watching.